Hey, it's Brianna for Triumphant Tuesdays. This week we're starting a new rotation and we all have individual topics. So each woman in our team asked everyone else one question, and those are the questions we're going to be answering. I thought this was a really cool idea because it gives us the opportunity to talk about things we wouldn't normally get to talk about in a regular WeRFreEDomFighters video because all the topics are individual. So if you like this video and this format, be sure to give it a thumbs up and we might do it again. My first question comes from Ariel. I'm sorry if I'm looking down at my phone. I just need to read the question. It's, what elements of recovery have been most challenging and how has your progress in these areas boosted your confidence? When I first looked at that, I was going to talk about my body image and cerebral palsy and how that relates. And I will do that. I just got questions from the other girls, specifically about that. So I'm just going to take this video in another direction, as you can see by the title. But I don't know how many of you know this, but my mom has an eating disorder, and I didn't always know this. I didn't know until I got back from college about 6 years ago. And if you've been watching my videos, you know I developed an eating disorder in early high school when I was about 15. But I didn't know really she had an eating disorder until I got back from college and started living here all the time. I guess I could see it more because I was getting better. And the reason I'm talking about this is, one, for me, it might help me, but I think it will really help you because my therapist said it's one of those issues that not many people talk about. And I don't know how many people have mothers with eating disorders because nobody talks about it. So I'm just going to go with it. I noticed it several years ago and it really just makes me really sad. And no, before you ask, I don't know what kind of eating disorder she has. I don't diagnose eating disorders for a living, so I don't know. I just know that she struggles with food, and it really hurts me. And in the beginning, I thought maybe I gave it to her, that it was my fault, and that I was a bad daughter because I spread it. Something that was so hard for me and I was getting better, that I spread it to her. And then I thought later that maybe she was making fun of me, that she just thought it was a funny thing, so she decided to make fun of me by having an eating disorder too. And I learned that none of those are true, and it's incredibly hard living with a mom with an eating disorder. It's hard worrying about her. It's hard worrying about her health. It's hard seeing her unhappy. It's hard seeing her struggle. It's so incredibly painful, I can't tell you. And the hardest thing for me is realizing that I don't have the ability to really help her. As much as I like to help people through videos and one-on-one in various aspects of my life, as much as I'm an eating disorder recovery advocate, I can't help her. And there's several reasons for that. One, we're too close. We live in the same house. Two, it's my mom. What are you supposed to do with your mom? You're not supposed to work with your mom, therapeutically or whatever. So it's really, really hard. And it's just so hard to see that. And yeah, that's the hardest part for me is knowing that I really can't help her. And also knowing that helping her would not be beneficial to me. And I don't make these videos to be beneficial to me. I make them to help you. I help other girls on Facebook because it helps them. I'm already recovered. I don't typically deal with eating disorder things, but you guys do, so I make videos for you and stuff. But realizing that I can't help her, that it would just make it worse. And also realizing that she could trigger me because she's my mom. It's just so hard to watch, and I wish that I could do something, but it's strengthened my recovery because I'm around it all the time. I'm around somebody with an eating disorder, and yet I'm still recovered, yet I still do well. So I'm confident in myself because of that. And it's made me more confident in my decisions because I realize I can't help her because that would be risking my own health. It would be on the Titanic where a boat is sinking and everybody jumps into the boat that's not. Say my mom's on the sinking boat. Do I really want to jump into the boat that's sinking if I'm on the boat that's not? Probably not. She's too close for me to really help her, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's really difficult. sometimes I don't know what to do. But it has made me a stronger person, one, because I'm around it all the time, so I don't get triggered easily. And I realize that my recovery is going to last and that I'm going to be able to stay strong. And it's taught me that you can't help everybody and that I'm not a bad person for not being able to help her. It's her problem. And it actually really taught me a lot about eating disorders because now I see it from the other side. Now, not only did I have an eating disorder, I also have a family member with an eating disorder. So I see how hard it can be for those watching and that it's not all about you. And I don't think people with eating disorders are selfish. Like, inherently, they're not selfish, but the behaviors are, and the behaviors do hurt other people. So it strengthened my recovery because I know I can't go back, because I know, like, firsthand not only what it was like to have an eating disorder, but I know what it's like to watch somebody with an eating disorder and how painful that is. And I really hope she gets better, but I have to accept that until she wants to get help, she's not going to, and there's nothing I can do about that. But it's made me a lot stronger because every time you deal with something hard, you have the opportunity to get stronger, and that's what I do with my struggles. I use them to become a stronger person, and I use them to help other people because our experience is the best thing we have. It's more valuable than school. It's more valuable than anything. Like, experience is the most valuable thing we have to teach other people. Another struggle that I've had in recovery is defining, like, what healthy eating is, and that's even harder because of my mom. I just don't know sometimes. It's like, well, what's healthy? Like, kind of like what's normal? There is no normal. I don't think there's a such thing as a healthy eating, but you see all these advertisements for this is the best way to eat or this is the best way to eat, and I've come to the conclusion that there's really no best way to eat because everyone has different beliefs on it. It's kind of like religion. There's no one right religion because everyone has different beliefs on it. So you have to decide what's healthy for you and what's good for you and what feels good to you. And realizing this and being able to stop the struggle for me with choosing what's healthy and what's not, and being able to stop, the back and forth chatter in my head over whether my food's healthy has made me a stronger person, and it's made me be able to focus on other things. These are just some of the experiences in recovery that have boosted my confidence. They've made me realize that I'm a strong person, that I'm capable of making good decisions, and that I can take care of myself in this life, and everything I need is already inside me, and if I need help, I can ask for it, but ultimately, I have to make my own decisions and stay strong. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.